Briscoe, Wallace, Gibbs. Chase Briscoe's going to get his first win on a Superspeedway and lock his way into the championship four.
Just 1 month ago, Joe Gibbs Racing had a serious problem. Their own drivers were fighting each other instead of working together. Fast forward to Talladega, and that same team just pulled off something nobody saw coming. Chase Briscoe won at Talladega Superspeedway on Sunday, and he's now locked into the championship four. But here's the thing. This wasn't just any win. This was his first ever Superspeedway victory, at any level, ever. And the way it happened, it's completely changing how we look at team racing in NASCAR. The YellaWood 500 race was pure chaos. We're talking 77 lead changes. That's the fourth most in NASCAR history. 27 different drivers led laps, multiple big crashes, and then it all came down to overtime. A 2-lap sprint to decide who goes to Phoenix for the championship. Briscoe started that final restart in 6th place. Not great odds when you've got guys like Larson and William Byron up front controlling the race. But here's where things get interesting. Ty Gibbs, Briscoe's teammate at Joe Gibbs Racing, gave him the perfect push on that last lap. And I mean perfect. Briscoe crossed the finish line just 0.145 seconds ahead of Todd Gilliland. After the race, Briscoe didn't hold back about what Ty Gibbs meant to that win. He said,
Ty Gibbs, just incredible teammate there. I mean, I honestly would not have won that race without Ty. So just an amazing team effort. I can't believe I won a Superspeedway race. I haven't done it at any level anyways.
Now here's why this matters so much. Remember what I said about that problem Joe Gibbs Racing had? Let me take you back 1 month to New Hampshire. Ty Gibbs was racing really hard against his own teammates, Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell. The problem? Those guys were racing for the championship. Ty wasn't. He was basically in their way. Denny Hamlin got so frustrated that he actually wrecked Ty Gibbs to get him out of the way. Yeah, teammate on teammate. That's not supposed to happen. After that race, team owner Joe Gibbs had to sit everyone down and have some serious talks about what it means to be a team. Joe Gibbs knows a thing or two about managing competitive people. The man won 3 Super Bowls as an NFL coach. He's in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. And he said something really smart about this whole situation. He talked about how each driver has their own career, their own sponsors, and they're all super competitive. Sometimes that creates problems, and you just have to deal with it. Well, those talks clearly worked. At Talladega, Ty Gibbs showed exactly what a good teammate looks like. Briscoe explained it even better. He said,
able to make a move in the 54, came with me, and Ty was the whole reason I won the race. He was just extremely committed to me, from the get-go, and really did a good job of keeping me, up tight to Bubba so I could keep pushing him along. And then, when I made a move, Ty, went with me and was just really selfless in the fact of, he's going for his first win and could have easily tried to make a move or, did something different. And, he pushed me to the win. So just an incredible, team effort, and just, can't thank Ty enough.
Ty Gibbs was chasing his first career win. He could have tried to make his own move, but instead, he stayed behind Briscoe and pushed him to victory. That's the kind of teamwork that wins championships. This win is even more special when you look at Briscoe's journey. This is his first year driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. He took over the number 19 car after Martin Truex Jr. retired. Before this, Briscoe drove for Stewart-Haas Racing, but that team shut down at the end of last year. So he's basically starting fresh with a new team. And it's been working incredibly well. Briscoe has won 3 races this season. He won at Pocono in June and Darlington in August. That Darlington win was actually the first race of the playoffs. The team has also earned 7 pole positions and 15 top 5 finishes. That's really impressive for a first year together. His crew chief, James Small, has been through a lot to get here too. Small won 8 races with Martin Truex Jr. and even made it to the championship race back in 2021. But the last few years have been tough. Last year, they came close to winning several races but never got that victory. Small talked about this after the Talladega win. He said, "I never lost belief in myself or in my team. I always had the support of everybody back at JGR. I knew if we had this opportunity it was going to take a little bit, but we were going to be a force to be reckoned with." Now let's talk about what happened to everyone else in this race, because it was a disaster for some really big names. Hendrick Motorsports had 3 drivers in the playoffs: Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, and William Byron. All 3 of them had terrible days. Chase Elliott's race ended early, really early. Just 52 laps into a 193-lap race, he got caught up in a big crash. 8 cars wrecked, and Elliott's car was so damaged he had to go to the garage. He finished dead last, 40th place out of 40 cars. Elliott is NASCAR's most popular driver and the 2020 champion, but now he's in big trouble. He's 63 points below the cut line heading into next week. Kyle Larson almost won the race. Almost. He was leading in overtime right where he wanted to be. Then his car ran out of gas on the last lap, just completely died on the backstretch. Larson went from leading to finishing 26th. He said this after the race: William Byron had the worst luck of all. He was running up front on that final lap when another driver, Carson Hocevar, gave him a huge push from behind. But the push was too strong. It sent Byron spinning right through the area where drivers crossed the finish line. He ended up 25th. Byron won the regular season championship this year, but now he's 36 points below the cut line. Team Penske didn't have a good day either. Joey Logano led the most laps, 35 total. But when overtime started, he had to pit for fuel. Ryan Blaney had the same problem. Logano finished 16th and Blaney finished 23rd. These two guys have won the last 3 championships between them, but now they're both in trouble. Logano is 38 points below the cut line. Blaney is 47 points back. So where does this leave everyone? Right now, only 2 drivers are locked into the championship 4. Denny Hamlin won last week at Las Vegas, so he's in. And now Chase Briscoe won at Talladega, so he's in too. That leaves 2 more spots up for grabs. Christopher Bell is in the best position of the remaining drivers. He finished 8th at Talladega and sits 37 points above the cut line. Kyle Larson is just 1 point behind Bell at 36 points above the cut line. But Bell knows that doesn't mean much. He said,
"Great playoff run, great 2 weeks to get 2 of them locked in. And yeah, I mean, plus 37 seems really good, but you know, you got to expect a bottom 4 winner, either in the 9, 12, 22, 24. I mean, really, any of those guys, myself, the 5, any of us could win at Martinsville. So plus 37 turns into plus 1 whenever you have a new winner. And it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle all day next week.
And that's the key, Martinsville. That's where this whole thing gets decided next Sunday. It's a short track, only half a mile around. The race is called the Xfinity 500, and it starts at 2 p.m. on NBC. Here's what makes Martinsville so interesting. Ryan Blaney has won the last 2 playoff races there. Joey Logano won there in 2018. Chase Elliott won there in 2020 and used that win to go on and win the championship. So all these guys below the cut line, they know how to win at this track. For Chase Elliott, William Byron, Joey Logano, and Ryan Blaney, the math is simple. Win or go home. Elliott said it best. What happened at Talladega shows us something important about modern NASCAR. Yes, having a fast car matters. Yes, being a good driver matters. But teamwork, that might matter most of all. Chase Briscoe wouldn't be going to Phoenix without Ty Gibbs pushing him across that finish line. Joe Gibbs Racing figured out how to get their drivers working together, and now they have 2 shots at the championship. Next Sunday at Martinsville, we'll find out who joins them. 2 more spots, 8 drivers who want them, and half of those drivers absolutely have to win to keep their championship hopes alive.